How we got started in the lifestyle.
How we got started in the lifestyle.
What year did we get started in the lifestyle?
I don't know
2018? 18? 19?
I don't know what year. What year is it already? So it was about 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah. But what we consider ourselves as dirty vanillas, we would do the dirties, won't we?
We'd always been really dirty anyway. We'd always been like very adventurous in the bedroom, I think. It was never like
the bedroom, in cars, on trains, on planes. If it moves, we're doing it.
Yeah, so I think we've always had that open line of communication, and we were never really like embarrassed to talk about sex anyway to begin with. So I think you like the word dirty vanilla, don't you?
Do you know what? I heard somebody say it one time on Instagram, and I was like, that resonates.
Yeah.
That resonates. All the dirty vanillas out there could be capable of being in the lifestyle because you're that way focused anyway. But if you've got that strong relationship as well, like, it's just a natural chemistry where you can just be like in the lifestyle. It just works.
I don't understand how like couples like can't talk about it either. Like, I don't know. There's so many people out there that don't talk about like sex. So then, I suppose
you can't blame some people though. I think it's how they was raised for one. If you weren't raised in a sex positive household where like sex was just sex and it was like all fun, but if you were like, you know, very conservative and whatever happened in the bedroom stayed in the bedroom, like you don't talk about it, you don't give any hints, you're just naturally grown to go with the grain. So I like it. But we obviously had an epic like sex session, didn't we? Yeah, I was going for about 3.5 hours. I was just like on it. So
3.5 hours.
I've never been good at time, but
Over exaggeration.
I think it just after having sex and we're having that pillow talk afterwards, and we kind of got into conversation, and then it was talking about like past sex experiences and stuff. And then you brought up I think I like women, and that's actually the question of, have you ever been with a woman? And you turned around and went, yeah, I have. And that threw me off. And I was like, oh my God, have you? And it was like, you know, when you get like post-nut clarity, you know, you just like baseline, you're like, well, you said that. You was like, I have actually. And then that spiked something in me, and I was like, I had a raging boner again, and I was ready to go. And then you told me the story.
Yeah. Yeah, so then we were kind of like having a little chat about that, weren't we? And then afterwards again, of like how you'd like to explore that, and like I'd like to explore that more, and then we kind of just left it, didn't we, for like a few days, and then you came back.
Yeah, well, I think talking about it just got the adrenaline up anyway, didn't it? And we were like at it like rabbits, because it was just that. Because you don't really talk about like deep, like if you can be truthfully honest with your partner about them like deep, dark, nasty, like, you know, fantasies, then see that face, but like fantasies. Because that's enough to get the adrenaline going. And we were just riding that wave for absolutely ages. Yeah. And then I remember, so I used to be in the army, and I was telling a friend about it, because you just tell everybody everything. And he told me about this site, which we will not mention on this podcast. So we joined that site.
Yeah, and you came home and was like,
someone told me about this site. And we joined up, and first of all, the website was absolutely shockingly shit. But we was absolutely amazed of how many people were doing it.
Yeah, and especially where we are, because we live in such a small village, it's even like there were so many people online at that time, and you were like, there's so many people around us like doing this, and it's just not what we ever thought. I was always like, oh my God, no, we're not a swinger. There's not many people out there like this. But then when we turned on that website, we were like, what the actual, like, there is so many people around us.
But I bet you what, there's so many people out there now today still thinking what we thought 5 years ago, where swingers are full of like old people, and it's, you know, it's like for the old generation and kind of that. Yeah. But when you see like people like in like doing 20s, mid-20s, 30s doing it, and some of these people have got class as well, aren't they? Like, it's not talking about like seedy people or anything. Like, some of these people are like decent people. You kind of go, what have we been missing out on?